And hello guys, today we're going to do another PicoCTF challenge, and the challenge we're going to be doing today is called WinAntiDbg0x100. It says this challenge will introduce you to anti-debugger. Malware development doesn't like it when you attempt to debug their executable files before debugging. These files may reveal many of their secrets. That is why they include a lot of logic specifically designed to interfere with your debugging process. Now that you understand the context, go ahead and debug this Windows executable. The binary could be found here, and you can start running it on CMD. And challenge can be downloaded here, unzip it, and etc, etc. So with this challenge, I already downloaded the file and everything, and it says it gives us one hint will be displayed to the debug console. Good luck. So I already downloaded the zip file and unzipped it, so you don't need like a tutorial. So like, just simply download it and then unzip it using the password PicoCTF, using whatever tool you have available. And from there, since I don't have an actual tool, what I used was Dogbolt. And with Dogbolt is basically a decompiler tool that you could use for files less than 2 MB. In this case, the WinAntiDbg one is one. So if you run this file, and before I did that, I ran the file and I got this. To start the challenge, you need to first launch this program using a debugger. So we're going to do that later, but I first put it inside here to get an idea of what this program is doing. So we got this, and we'll take off the anger. I only have the Ghidra one. So we look at the Ghidra one, we're trying to look for level 1. Why did this clever programmer become a gardener? And then we see there's a function called isDebuggerPresent. So this is basically stopping us from doing something. It says something went wrong. And if you check right here, you can see the debugger. So yeah. So, and then it checks for a debugger, and if there's a debugger value which equals to, I guess, 0, or I don't know what value this could be, but it's gonna say it's not gonna print out the flag, I guess, if it detects a debugger. So in my case, so what we'll do is let me close this out so I can teach you guys how to do this. So if we go on our file folder path, and then if you run debug with x64dbg, which is a popular Windows debugger, we see this running. So if we just run it like regular, so we see log yeah, so this is basically our console. So if we just press run it and we run it like normal, we should get like some error. Welcome to the debugger. Why did your clever become? Because you discovered a patch of rows. And then process stopped, debugging stopped. Try to bypass this to get the flag. Oops, debugger was detected. So see, look, it detected a debugger right here because it knows that there's something right here. So what we could do is try looking for that function, and how I looked for it was basically went to memory map, not call right around symbols. Then I clicked on WinAntiDbg and then look for isDebuggerPresent. So I went directly to this part of the function, and we see right here there's two parts right here. So what we want to be able to do is closely wait until our symbol goes to right here. So if I press this right here, it keeps going, it's going in, then we just run it again, and then it jumped it right here. So we stopped at isDebuggerPresent at that function call. And now if we simply just go step by step and see what happens, because we see that this has it, this is debuggerPresent. There's like 3 other extra lines of assembly code. So if we go one by one, which is using this one, jump into, we see these are the three assembly lines that make up this program. So it's up to the return value. That's when we need to change the value. So if we go one more return, trace into, step into. So we go right here, one more. Look at our EAX value, which is located right here. It's 0029. So we step one more, and then we step one more before return. So we go on return, and on return it has this value, which is 0000 all the way to 1. So we know if we just run it how it is, it's gonna detect that there's a debugger. So what we want to be able to do is just change the value of EAX to 0, and by doing that we should be able to get the flag. So if we run this, we keep on running it, and we just run it like regular right here just to run the program, and if we go on logs, we get the flag PicoCTF debug for win. So we just grab that right here and just copy. We copy that value and just put it inside PicoCTF. So I guess it was tracing for 1 at the end, and then if it detected that there was a 1, it'll count it as a debug value. So all you need to do is simply look for the anti-debugging value and change it right before it returned it back to the main program. That's basically all you have to do for this challenge. So now I'm going to submit, and we should have, yeah, we solved this challenge. So yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple problem, nothing too difficult, but yeah, hope you guys learned something today. I know I did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.